Good morning, ma'am. I'm Regine Pitanay, and today I will be demonstrating how to properly do the um, gastric tube insertion, gavage lavage removal. So the purpose of this procedure is to administer tube feedings and medications to the clients unable to eat by mouth or swallow insufficient diet without aspirating foods and fluids into the lungs, and then to establish a means for suctioning stomach contents to prevent gastric distension, nausea, and vomiting, and also um, to remove the stomach contents for laboratory analysis, and then to lavage or wash the stomach in case of poisoning or overdose of medications. So for the assessment, kailangan po natin i-assess yung client natin for a history of nasal surgery or deviated septum, and then the patency of the nares, if meron pong presence of gag reflex, and also the mental status or ability of the patient na maka-cooperate po doon sa procedure na gagawin natin. And then for the planning, we need to determine the appropriate size of the tube, and then whether the tube is to be attached to suction. So for the performance in the NGT insertion, first I need to confirm the physician's order, and then identify my patient, introduce myself, and then explain the procedure. So ma'am, may I know your complete name po?
Jermaine Sansan.
Okay. So, good morning ma'am. I am your nurse for today. I'm Regine Pitanay. So ngayon po ma'am, i-insert po tayo ng nasogastric tube sa inyo. Dahil based po doon sa na-observe ko or na-assess ko, nahihirapan po kayong kumain through your mouth. So nakakatulong po ito para makakain po kayo ng maayos. Then, after identifying my patient and explaining the procedure, I am now going to perform hand hygiene. Then, after that, I am now going to don appropriate PPE. So, let us assume po ma'am na nakasuot na po ako ng PPE, and now I am going to prepare all the needed equipments for the procedure. Now I'm going to prepare my client by positioning her in a high Fowler's position. So since na-position ko na po si patient, I am now going to put or place a towel over the client's chest. Then after that, I am now going to select the appropriate size tube for the procedure. Then after that, I am now going to determine the appropriate insertion length of the patient. So we have here the gastric tube with the appropriate size and length. Then I am now going to cleanse and dry the bridge of the nose and apply skin protection or protectant sa sa nose ni patient. So I'm going to cleanse first. Then, after that, i-examine na po natin yung nostrils ni patients if meron pong any obstructions or any deformity sa nostrils niya. So, i-close po natin yung one nostril ni patient, yung isang utas po ng ilong niya. Then, i-instruct po natin si patient na singa po sa kabilang ilong. So, ma'am, pwede po siya dito. Then, singa po kayo sa kabilang ilong. So, since wala naman pong any deformities or any obstructions sa ilong ni patient, and I am now going to lubricate the gastric tube with the water-soluble lubricant. So, assuming that we're going to use the water-soluble lubricant, then we're going to lubricate the tip of the tube. Then now we were going to flex the client's head forward. So since na forward yung patient, yung head niya, we're now going to tilt the tip of the nose upward and then pass the tube gently sa nose ni patient as far as yung back ng throat mag-guide. Then the tubes, i-guide natin siya straight back. So we're going to tilt the nose ni patient upward. Then we were going to get the tube Then we were now going to place the tube gently sa nose ni patient. So, assuming po na papasok na po natin siya sa nostril ni patient, papasok, slowly and gently. Then, assuming po papasok na natin siya gently. Then, i-guide natin yung tube straight back. Pabalik naman. Nandahan-dahan. Then, after nyan, we were now going to, kapag na-reach na po yung tube, yung nasopharynx ni patient, so, kailangan na po natin, i-allow natin si patient na i-lower yung kanyang head slightly. So, halimbawa po na abot na yung tube, yung nasopharynx, so, allow po natin si patient na i-move yung kanyang head Then after that, pagkatapos po, we were now going to instruct the client to swallow as kapag na yung tube po, ina-advance na natin. So we're going to give the client water. So now I'm going to advance the tube as far as the mark insertion point. So i-advance lang natin yung tube hanggang makarating sa mark insertion point. Then after that, we were now going to check yung back ng client's throat para ma-make sure natin if meron pong if ma-check po natin if yung tube is not curled in the throat. So we're going to check. So check lang po natin sa back ng client's throat to make sure that the tube is not curled sa throat po ni patient. So habang naka-insert po, and then we're going to check the back of the throat. Kung nag-curled ba yung ating tube. Then after that, kailangan po natin i-check yung correct placement ng naso or orogastric tube by using 2 or more of the following. Example po yung, unang-una po yung kailangan po natin i-aspirate yung stomach contents, and then i-check yung pH ng aspirated stomach contents, and then mag-i-inject po tayo ng 30 ml ng air while ino-auscultate po natin with a stethoscope over sa stomach area habang pinapakinggan po natin yung whoosh sound. So, dapat po meron po maximum amount ng air na ma-instill tayo. So we're going to get the injection, 30 ml. So we're going to use the syringe. So ang gagawin po natin, we're going to inject 30 ml of air. Then after that, we were going to habang ino-auscultate po natin with a stethoscope over sa stomach area po ng patient. So kailan po natin i-check if meron po any whoosh sound. So, since wala naman po any whoosh sound sa stomach ni patient, so, kailangan po natin na maximum amount ng air na ma-instill sa ating patient. So, sa adult po, dapat meron po tayong 10 to 20 ml. Sa child naman po, dapat may 5 to 10 ml. And then, sa neonate naman po, 1 to 2 ml. And then, we were going to confirm the placement of the tube using the X-ray placement. So, ito pong syringe. So, nakapag-ano na po tayo, na-aspirate po tayo ng 30 ml. Then, i-ano po natin siya dito sa my tube. I-insert lang po natin. Halimbawa po, nakapasok na po yung tube sa nose po ni patient, and then doon po sa dulo, we're going to instill air 30 ml. Then, after that, we were now going to secure the tube with tape or gamit po yung commercially prepared na tube holder kapag yung stomach placement has been confirmed. So, insert i-prepare po natin siya ng feed. Then after that, we're now going to connect that tube to drainage. Secure po natin siya ng feed. Then after that, we were now going to connect the tube to drainage or gravity or specific suction or feed as ordered. So since na-connect na po natin yung tube sa drainage, so we were now going to fasten the tube loosely to the adult client's gown with a safety pin. Like po natin siya sa drainage. And then, fasten natin yung tube loosely sa client's gown with a safety pin. So, lagyan po natin ng pin. Then, after that, we were now going to assist the patient in a comfortable position. And then, we were now going to administer oral hygiene. Then, i-cleanse po natin yung tube na nasa nostril po ni patient. So first, kailangan po muna natin since ano na po si patient in a comfortable position, I am now going to administer oral hygiene to my patient by cleansing the nostril. Okay. And then, pagkatapos po, we are now going to remove the gloves and wash hands. So after that, we were now going to record the procedure. So we were now going to proceed in the nasogastric tube feeding, the gavage. So for the procedure, kailangan po muna natin i-prepare yung formula. So we have the kailangan po natin i-check yung expiration date and then yung i-shake po natin thoroughly. So next, I am now going to perform the nasogastric tube feeding or the gavage. So first, kailangan ko pong i-prepare yung formula by checking the expiration date and then I'm going to shake thoroughly the formula. Then pagkatapos po, going to proceed with the procedure. I'm going to kailangan ko pong i-check always yung position ni patient para po wala pong any complications. And then I am now going to confirm the correct placement ng NGT. So, dapat every shift prior sa medication administration na binigay ng doctor, and then if merong prior sa each bolus feed and PRN based sa client's assessment. So, i-check natin yung correct placement ng NGT. So, since okay naman yung placement niya, so we're going to check the residual amount. So, magpa-flush tayo with a minimum of 25 ml of water. So, we're going to open, then insert. So, dapat 25 ml ng water yung ilalagay natin. So, ito yung 25 ml na yan. Then, we're going to let it down. Slowly. Ayan po natin naman. Flow yung water. And then, after that, mag-administer na po tayo ng we're going to feed the patient via gravity or pump at a prescribed rate. And then, we're going to flush with water volume as ordered using the vigorous push pause technique. So, kailangan po natin mag-administer yung feed. So, assuming ito po yung ating feeding stir. Then, start lang po yung pump. Slowly, mag-ano yung feed. Then, after that, we were now going to flush with water volume as ordered. Gamit po yung push technique. So, dalagay po na tayo ng water para ma-flush yung feeding. Using the push pause method. Then after that, we were now going to keep the client's head elevated 20 to 30 minutes. So, okay. And then we were now going to rinse the bag and tubing gamit yung warm water kapag nag-feeding po tayo sa patient. Kapag na-interrupt po yung pagkain po ng patient. So, maglalagay po tayo ng i-rinse po natin yung bag and yung tubing ng warm water. And then, pagkatapos, we were now going to dispose the supplies and perform hand hygiene. So, sama po natin ito and close. And then, after that, i-document na po natin yung feet, hand, and then yung flush out. So, for the lavage procedure, so I'm going to position the patient. So, since naka-position na po si patient, I am now going to place an emesis basin or paper tissues within reach. So, dito lang po natin lalagay yung paper tissues and then kukuha tayo ng emesis basin. So, mountain of the emesis basin. So, next, I am now going to drape the patient with towels or paper chucks to absorb any drainage. So, since meron na po tayo ditong towel, so we are now going to verify the tube placement by aspirating stomach contents. So, unang-una po, kailangan natin i-attach yung asepto or Judy syringe sa end ng tube and aspirate gastric contents. Then, insert po natin. So, we're going to place 10 ml or 10 to 50 ml ng air sa syringe. And then, i-inject po natin sa tube. And then, after that, simultaneously, we were going to auscultate the stomach of the patient. Habang nag-instill po tayo ng air sa tube, papakinggan po natin sa stomach of the patient. Meron po ang mga sounds. Then after that, we were now going to ask the client to speak. So, ang can you speak to words na? So, we're going to place the stomach contents in a labeled specimen. So, yung ano po natin, kunwari meron po tayo ditong labeled specimen. Kunwari po ito, and then i-ano lang po natin dito. Lalagay natin yung stomach contents. And then after that, we were now going to i-ano po natin siya para sa examination sa physician or sa laboratory analysis, papadala po natin siya. Yung stomach contents na nakuha natin sa ating patient. And then after that, i-instill na po natin yung lavage solution using one of the techniques described sa so, lavage solution using one. So, we were now going to instill lavage solution using one of the techniques. So, we're going to instill lavage solution. And then, i-remove natin yung lavage solution using one of the techniques described doon po sa mga nasabi ko po nung then, after that, i-continue lang po natin yung doing the lavage until stomach contents return into its normal color or bumalik po siya sa clear color. Then, the prescribed amount of solution has been used sa procedure. Then, after that, continually i-observe lang po natin yung ating patient after instilling the lavage solution. If cyanotic po si patient or nag-increase po yung respiration niya, or merong gagging and parang nag-a-attempts po si patient na sumuka. And then, kapag yung patient po natin sumuka, kailan po natin i-support yung chin patient and then in hyperextension para po makip natin yung airway open and then maiwasan po natin yung aspiration. And then, pagkatapos, kapag yung nakompleto na po natin yung lavage, we're now going to clamp the tube if it is to remain in the place. So, pull po natin yung clamp. Then, i-ano lang po natin. Click lang po natin siya. Click lang po natin. And then, after that, if the tube is to be removed, so kailangan po natin i-clamp or i-pinch po yung off the tube. And then, withdraw po natin siya quickly and smoothly. Then, ilalagay po natin siya sa basin or sa chunks. Kunwari po, ito po yung ating basin. Lagay lang po natin siya. Then, after that, we are now going to remove all used equipments for the bedside. So, po natin. And then, i-measure po natin yung total lavage return and then estimate po natin yung amount ng stomach contents by subtracting para po malaman natin if ano po yung amount ng solution na nagamit natin from the total amount. And then, after that, kailangan po natin i-record yung intake and output sa worksheet ng ating patient. And then after that, we are now going to wash our hands, then record the procedure in the patient's nursing notes. Then wash our hands. Then after that, we're now going to do the nasogastric tube removal. So first, kailangan natin i-place yung towel across the cleistus. So nakalagay na po. Then after that, we're now going to flush the tube with 5 to 10 ml of normal saline solution. Then, i-assess na po natin si patient in amount and near care. So we're going to use the tongue depressor. So pinpakan muna. So since wala naman pong any abnormalities sa mouth or as near to the patient, we're now going to wash our hands. And then, we were now going to assist the patient in a comfortable position. So, since naka-comfortable position natin si patient, we're now going to administer oral hygiene. So, since na po natin si patient, we were now going to wash our, since perform hand hygiene na po tayo, we were now going to monitor the client for gastrointestinal difficulty or nausea, vomiting, abdominal distension, and food intolerance or other abnormalities po. We were going to watch out for any signs and symptoms for the procedure na binigay po natin sa patient. And then most importantly, kailangan po natin i-record and document yung mga findings na na-observe po natin or na-assess po natin sa patient while doing the procedures, which is the nasogastric tube insertion, lavage removal. So that's it for the procedure po. Thank you so much.